Happy Tuesday. I am so glad that you're here. Today, I want to talk about, last week we talked about grace, giving grace, getting grace, and having grace given to us. And today I want to talk about how do our circumstances dictate our attitude. And I have to admit that for too many years, I have allowed that to happen. I do not advocate that. I do not encourage that. Do not be like me. But God has really been working with me for the last couple of years on changing that. When I was happy, I was really happy and everybody knew it. When I was sad and everybody knew it. When I was angry or scared, usually I have found out that when I'm angry, it's because there's an element of fear behind it. I'm scared about something, and instead of saying to somebody, I'm scared, it will come out in anger. Again, not advocating that. But God has really been working with me on that. And what do we need to do as Christ followers? How can we live a life to where we don't allow our circumstances to dictate our attitude, but instead we live a more balanced, well-maintained life? For me, I need to start my day with God. I also need to keep him going throughout the whole day. The jobs that I have right now don't make it as conducive as some jobs in my past seasons to where I could have worship music playing in the background all day long. And I'll tell you, that really makes a difference. I have noticed as a family, we've been going through, we had the death of my father-in-law in November of 2022, and then we lost my mother-in-law suddenly in May of 2023, and I'm sorry. But it has been a really challenging, difficult season for our family. And when we had her memorial service, well, actually, I'll back up a little bit. When my father-in-law was in hospice, and when we were, during those days when we were saying goodbye to him, I noticed a difference in the house when we had worship music playing in the background. And again, I'm so sorry. There's just this element of calm that God brings to situations. So whether you're sad or you're happy, he brings this peace, this unwavering peace. And the morning of my mother-in-law's memorial service, one of our kids put on worship music, and it filled the entire house, and it made such a difference. Were we still sad? Absolutely. Were we still not necessarily looking forward to the final goodbye? Absolutely. But God's peace permeated our house, and there was just this peace that settled over us, that even though we were sad, even though the situation was not one of, we were celebrating that she was in heaven, but we were sad because we miss her and because we had to say goodbye. And again, I'm so sorry. But God brings peace. And so that is my encouragement for you today, is do your circumstances dictate your attitude? Or do you allow and ask for God's peace to rule over you in whatever situation you're in, whether it's one that you're grieving, whether it's one where you're angry and you need to work through forgiveness or work through hurt feelings with people, whether it's a restoration of a relationship, whether it's a happy celebratory time. If you ask God to be in there, and if you fill your house with the things that matter to you. So for us, it's worship music. For other people, maybe it's something different. Maybe you get more out of teachings and sermons, YouTube videos, podcasts, whatever it is. Find that way that you can fill up with God, and you will see that his peace just permeates everything. Does it mean you won't cry? Nope, you'll still cry, maybe, if you're a crier. But you'll have that peace, and it makes all the difference in the world. At least it does to me. So that's my encouragement for you today. Do your circumstances dictate your attitude, or do you allow God to fill you up and ask for his peace in order to go throughout your day still sad, still angry, still happy, but with God's peace permeating it all? Hit the like button if you liked this video. Subscribe if you would. I would really appreciate it. Share it with your friends if you thought that it would mean something to them. And drop me a comment below. head on over to my website, sherryswalwell.com, and you'll see the different books that I have. They're in Amazon and also Kindle Unlimited. You can also check out the Cheer Up podcast. You can find that on my website. You can join the newsletter so you can find out all the different new news before other people do. You can also join the membership, the monthly membership. That was created as a way for me to encourage people to grow their relationship with God. 365 days of encouragement every day in your inbox. My way of helping others just enjoy that relationship with God. It's personal, it's individual, and it's done at your own pace. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you next week.